Hi everyone, we're going to find the partial fraction decomposition. This one has repeated linear factors. So this is the problem we're working on. Since they're repeated linear, I put my denominators as x plus 2, x minus 1, and x minus 1 squared, because that's the possibilities we could have to decompose, given that this is our least common denominator. All right. So basically, what we're going to do first is clear the fractions by multiplying both sides of the equation by our least common denominator. These two cancel, so we're left with x squared plus x. Then we have the x squared cancels, x plus 2 cancels, so we have a, and what's left is x minus 1 squared. Then we have plus b, and we have our x plus 2, and we have another x minus 1, because one of them canceled. And then we have plus c, and these two cancel here, so we're left with c times x plus 2. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is let x equal negative 2. The reason being for that is if I plug in negative 2 here and negative 2 here, these will zero out. This will be a 0. This part will be a 0. So this whole thing cancels out. And we're just left with these two parts. And we can solve for a. So I have negative 2 squared plus a negative 2, which will be minus 2, equals a times negative 2 minus 1 squared. So this is just going to be 4 minus 2 is 2. And this is going to be 9a, because negative 3 squared is 9. So a equals 2 over 9. 2 divided by 9. All right. Now, the next one I'm going to let x be 1. I'll let x be 1. The a and b will cancel, and I can solve for c. So let me write it out. If I let x be 1, I'm going to have 1 squared plus 1. Everywhere there's an x, I'm going to put 1. So I'm just going to show you where it cancels here. And then we have plus c times 1 plus 2. And again, this is 0, this is 0, so it just cancels that out. So now we're going to have 2 equals 3c. So c equals 2/3. And then I'm going to go ahead and let x be 0. So when I let x be 0, I get 0 plus 0. So that's just going to be 0. Well, I'll put it 0 squared plus 0 equals a times 0 minus 1 squared plus b times 0 plus 2 times 0 minus 1 plus c times 0 plus 2. So this leaves us 0 equals negative 1 squared is 1, so that's just going to be a, negative 2, so that's negative 2b, and this is going to be plus 2c. Now I know what my c is, also know what my a was. So I'm going to plug in my a and c and solve for b. So 0 equals 2/9 minus 2b plus 2 times 2/3. And if I move the b to b over, and I'll do it over here, I get 2b, I'm adding b to both sides, equals 2/9 plus 4/3. So you'll get b, divide both sides by 2, so you get b equals 2/9. And I'll go ahead and write this as 12/9. So we can add it, divide it by 2. So therefore B is just going to be 7/9. So we have our A, B, and C, and we just plug it in. So our final answer is x squared plus x divided by x plus 2 times x minus 1 squared equals my A, which is 2 over 9, divided by x plus 2, plus B, which is 7 divided by 9, and that's going to be x minus 1, plus 2 divided by 3, all over x minus 1 squared. And that's all. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.